Number 30, number 33, oh, yeah. Number 35, Franco Giamo. Number 43, Luke Wells. Number 50, Miles Franco Pimenta. Number 56, Gabriel Sivera. Number 57, Santiago Malga. Number 58, Jacob Gill. Number 65, Jasper Crescent. Number 67, Julius Chopinski. Number 77, Donovan Chirich Clark. And number 99, Xavier Grant. We give it up to the team officials, starting with the coach, Hugo Rodriguez. Brandon Simons. Joanna Casiro. And Anthony Malcolm. And now the lineup for the home team, Toronto United. We have number 1, Francesco Nastino. Number 2, Armand Johal. Number 3, Thiago Luigo. Number 4, Michael Surbinsky. Number 5, Yazan Camilla. Number 7, James Friedman. Number 8, Lucas Tripich. Number 10, Matthews Daniel. Number 14, Justin Andrioli. Number 18, Alexander Boeda. And number 9, Brunel Malav. Please give it up for the team officials starting with the coach, Giorgio Macaus. Leonard Osorio, Eric Polo Solavila. And now introducing our battle officials who was appointed for today's Ontario Inter Final. Please give it up for Michael Newcomb. Fans, please rise and remove your hats and playing of the national anthem.
Welcome back to the Ontario Soccer Center, as we'll be here watching the boys under 13 Ontario Cup as it is a FC battle against Toronto United FC. The Ontario Indoor Cup is a young club competition in comparison to the Outdoor Cup, which was first played in 1901. The Indoor Cup began in 1987, as over the years has moved from boarded facilities to the former Sky Dome and then to soccer-specific no-board venues. The popularity of the indoor game has resulted in strict demand for the Ontario Indoor Cup in most age divisions, as the level of participation has taken the competition from a essentially stage round-robin format to regional playdowns across the province, culminating with the final round hosted at the Ontario Soccer Center in Vaughan. What began with over 100 teams has been whittled down here to the final 8. The 4 champions have already been crowned in the under 14, under 16 boys and girls divisions a couple weeks ago. As we'll be seeing here, the opening coin toss, as we'll be introducing these 2 teams, starting with the visiting FC Toronto. They'll be in the all red. They'll be coached by Hugo Rodriguez. Their team in front of them will be Tomek Tchaikovsky, Jason Ubisi, Alexander Borges, Franco Giamo, Luke Wills, Miles Blanco Pivetta, Gabriel Silvera, Santiago Malcolm, Jacob Gill, Jasper Vlasic, Julius Chovinet, Dante Cheric Clark, and Xavier Grant. They defeated Aaron Mills, Woodbridge, and Brampton Elite in their preliminary matches before tying Dixie and the London Alliance in their matches yesterday with a win against Woodbridge, going again up to the semifinal. And then it was a 1-0 victory over Brampton Elite that got them here towards this cup final. They'll be going against the Toronto United FC squad in the green and black, going from your right to your left. They'll be coached by Georgios Marcos. They'll be led in goal by Francesco Nesci. And in front of them be Armand Johal, Tiago Rivo, Michael Serbinsky, Yasin Camilla, James Freeman, Lucas Chich, Ronaldo Malaj, Matthew Daniels, Justin Andrioli, and Alexander Bojad will round out this squad for Toronto United FC, who lost their opening prelim match against each other, but wins against Glenches and Jarvis got them here to this final stage where they defeated Brampton Elite, Sudbury, and International FC, and a big 4-0 victory over Dixie earlier here today, and then semi-final got them here towards this cup final. But one thing you will get to know about this FC Toronto squad, not afraid to utilize their goalkeeper. They'll be seeing a lot of play played in through the back, as their goalkeeper will be acting like that 6th player out here on the field as they look to utilize that extra space coming in from Jasper Klasser. Nice early run in, good block coming in as he'll file his way through, and FC Toronto here will be able to pick up the ball as they'll play it back towards Klasser to goal. Again, this is what you're going to see from this Toronto. Very calm, composed, not forcing it up the field, waiting for those moments. And Catholic is more than happy to take the space provided to a very calm and composed in the goalkeeper position. And that's, especially at the U13 age group, that's incredible to have. Having that 6th player essentially out here on the field. And that's going to help them dominate the possession here, I feel, in this game. It's Krasik to continue to take his space up as he gets over towards midfield, waiting for a couple players, just waiting for someone in red to make a run in, and nobody's going to provide it. So he's going to just take a long shot towards the goal, towards the waiting hands of Neshi, who's able to make that catch. And United's going to try to go quickly the other way, but good win there coming back here from Grant. Here comes Grant hustling to the right side. He's going to try and take a shot, but that will take a deflection off of Friedman, and it's an early corner kick for FC Toronto. And that's going to be the key thing. One, Krasik has the ball and goal. Look at that movement off the ball for FC Toronto. Will they be providing him those opportunities to play that ball up into some critical positions to win chances? Three players in here for FC Toronto. They're going to play this one back to Tchaikovsky. He's going to try and take a shot. Al will get blocked and it'll pop out to the other side here for a kick on the other side for Malcolm to take for FC Toronto. He's going to leave this one in for Giamo to take, and they'll play this one in short. Giamo splits between the two players. Off to Malcolm, trying to return the pass. Can't find him, but he might get a second opportunity, does Giamo. And it will get flicked out, but Giamo, I think after he beat the two players, looked to Casa and thought he could have done with a shot. As there's a brilliant take from Tchaikovsky. But I'm not sure if she was able to get a piece of that one, but that hit off the crossbar. But FC Toronto continuing here with the pressure. Giamo, but good job there from Johal coming back into position, able to sneak in behind and win it now here for Toronto United, who's going to get their first taste of some possession here in this cup final. High press pressure right now coming in from FC Toronto and United, trying to see if they can slow it down. And FC Toronto not going to let them happen, as they got a full bench here, does FC Toronto squad. So they're more than likely to continue to play this high press and try to see if they can get that opening goal on this team. It's just going to be a matter of, will they be able to keep up that pace throughout the entire match? United going to play this one in short, as they'll go right up through the middle of the field. Nobody there, though. FC Toronto will give this ball right back towards United, who will have this one go all the way down the line as they're going to fight for the ball. And look, United let the kick in around midfield. Revo. He's going to play this one in short back towards Hamia. As they'll get taken away from Joe Hall. And here comes FC Toronto on a break. It's going to be Grant. Grant gets behind the defender. Grant can't pull the trigger. Still loose. And finally, Camilla will be able to find it under his feet and get that one away from danger. And Grant, by fanning on that chance, almost was able to create himself a second opportunity into an open goal as Neshi went down onto the turf to try to make that initial save. Quick momentum here coming in early for FC Toronto, but will they find a breakthrough? And there's another shot from Malcolm, forcing Neshi to make a save. Tchaikovsky. Jump. Goes toe-to-toe with Daniels, but it'll be the FC Toronto player who comes out with it momentarily. Now here comes United the other way. It'll be Daniels, and he gets around the keeper. Can Daniels put it in? No, he can't. Vlasic comes all the way out of his goal to try to get to that ball first. Daniels, though, is able to beam towards him, takes that one touch around, but once that ball went to the corner, just couldn't find the back of the goal. And that's going to be a key thing here for United. Get that counterattack. Utilize the aggressiveness of the FC Toronto keeper towards your own advantage as well. New this year, the dairy farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, have joined Ontario Soccer as a premier partner and the exclusive title partner of the Milk Up Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. The Milk Up Ontario Soccer Future Leaders Class of 22 have recently been announced. Visit OntarioSoccer.net for the full listings. Malcolm, under a little bit of pressure here, does well to continue with it, and he'll be able to pass it back towards his keeper. Pass it to the middle. There comes a shot from distance. Bajorka is coming out for the bench, trying to see if he can put an effort in. And actually will be able to make the grab. So here comes Daniels the other way. Daniels finds the ball. He's going to go one-on-one as Daniels can't find his way through, but he does well to win this one back to Daniels. Quick passing in as Friedman now is trying to move it forward for United. They get stripped away, and here comes a four-man attack for FC Toronto. Tchaikovsky coming on the right side. He tries a shot, but it'll be catched right towards the waiting hands of Neshi. Long ball to field. Daniels almost snuck in behind that FC Toronto defense. It just pounced right by the attacker from Toronto United. As FC Toronto going to use this opportunity to kill a few seconds and allow for a couple of changes off the bench, and they'll be able to roll this one back into play. With help international insurance workers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow and who will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Just over 17 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Two halves of 25 minutes, total of 15 minutes. No score so far here in this boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup final between FC Toronto and Toronto United FC. Looks like the team in red going to continue to put the pressure in. Here comes United able to strip it, and it's Daniels once again trying to go for a run. They're not able to get it past him. Here comes Grant. Nice cutback from Grant. Trying to budge his man, but unable to get it through as Daniels puts the leg out to try to block that one. And this one will find its way all the way back towards classic and goal once again. Ubisi yelling at his team to get some action moving to the middle. As they're seeing right now, this is what I see with FC Toronto. Everyone's keeping in their formation, keeping the shape. Would be good to help give Krasik some options. See a little bit of movement off that ball to provide him someone to pass that ball in towards. Good shielding there from Ubisi. He's going to allow that one to roll the way out. Gives his team the ball right back. For FC Toronto was Chovnik who got the winning goal. Just 5 minutes remaining in that second half, which got them a huge one against Brampton Elite, who they did face in that prelim matchup. They were able to continue that as there's a good pass. Second tip there, big save. Second opportunity, still loose. Fires it over the goal. As Grant was able to get on the end of the first touch. Nice put sitting there from actually in the second opportunity, not able to put it home, but Xavier Grant continuously getting himself in the right position, and he's primed himself to get himself this first goal when he returns back onto the field. Good battle here for Daniels. It will be Ubisi who comes out with that ball, and he'll return it back towards his keeper. No. Almost reaching to that one with Trucic. That will be FC Toronto does win themselves that corner kick there, because that's going to be the key there. Well, they can force a mistake from goalkeeper Krasik, but right now, very composed goalkeeper, very confident with that ball on his feet. So here comes this cross poked out through the other side there, nobody home. For the team in red, and United will be making a couple quick changes themselves out here on the field before they get this one back in. To Camilla. Here comes Camilla, the defender, bringing this ball up the field, and he'll pass this one off towards Friedman. Think United with their first little two-system good pass of the possession going as they're going to place one down the line. Andrioli made a nice run down into the corner, but wasn't able to turn right away, and that gave enough time for the FC Toronto defender to get back into position and clear that one aside. Here's Wells. Back to the slow pace here once again here for FC Toronto. Dichkovsky, he's going to send up. We've seen him not afraid to be able to strike it from distance, so got to make sure that you're the defense. Don't give the defenders too much space as they are able to fire some good power from range. There he goes. He tried to make that effort, but good hustle coming in there from Andrioli. Able to get there quickly to have that one deflect off of the player now to four corner. Second opportunity there. Tchaikovsky once again trying to put that power in. Gets blocked and it'll go out through the other side. Seems to be the strategy right now. A lot of possession for FC Toronto, but it looks like Toronto United very comfortable right now. Okay, let Let FC Toronto play with that ball in front of us. Keep making it, just hold the shape, hold the movement, and let's see if we can capitalize on them on a quick counterattack. Wells just gonna have that ball bounce away from Blanco Pavetta, but he will win himself a kick in as a couple quick changes come out here for both teams. Take this one in quickly. Looked like FC Toronto thought it was going to be their kick in, and United saying it was theirs instead. So a little bit of confusion going out from both directions. As the referee in Jackham is having a word with the coach staff for United, and it's going to return itself towards an FC Toronto kick in. And that would have been something if United actually had that ball there. They would have been a clear free onto goal. Pass is fast, a little bit too strong. And it'll be taken away. Now here comes United. Trying to see if they can get this ball out of their own half, and they do succeed. Does the FC Toronto defense. They're able to give themselves the ball right back here. Passing down towards the left side of the field. Spinning with his U13. U13 though gets taken away from him, but United can't keep this one in play. And Cormia's got to hustle himself back into position. Like one touch pass from Tchaikovsky. You see if he could tee it up. Gets blocked by two players this time as Friedman got the initial block. I'll put in a nice little pressure. Good composure again from Krasik. Tchaikovsky gets around the first attacker, trying to take it himself. And he fires it over. Now if you're trying to, you're starting to get a little bit predictable. Trying to switch it up a little bit here in United, because the United players seem to be okay. They're expecting, where's that pass going to go? Where's the shot opportunity going to go? Might have to try to look to see, okay, maybe set it up on the left side. See if any of those players are switch sides on the defending. See if you can put the United defense on a little bit of off balance. See if they can get themselves towards that goal of Francesco Nescia. Pass a little bit too strong for the defender for United there. And it's going to be a corner kick coming in for FC Toronto as Serminski wasn't able to control that. Just under the 10-minute mark here. Still no score here so far. This boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup fun between FC Toronto and Toronto United FC. As the possession, though, has been all FC Toronto. The most important thing is the zeros on the scoreboard. Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its talented pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit TorontoFC.com for tickets and more. Busy into the corner. He'll get that ball back and he return to his keeper. There it is. There it is. Classic. He's going to look to tee this one up. Can't find the goal there, but confidence there from the keeper who's hustling to get back into his goal. He said, okay, if no one's going to present me an option, why not fire it? And that's what I'm saying right now. That's the one thing FC Toronto's missing a little bit more movement off that ball. Give his goalkeeper a little bit something. Right now, they're staying in their stationary positions. They're holding the correct shape. And they maybe have to try and mix it up as the United defense is just expecting these positions now. It's Ubisi trying to send it in. Serminski, though, will get the block. FC Toronto, though, able to pick this ball right back as they continue with it. Tchaikovsky from distance. Nescia, though, saw that one all the way. Have to take a step towards his left and fall on top of that loose ball. High ball off to try and find Joe Hall. As they're going to continue to battle forward in the air, and Ubisi will be the last one to get it, but he'll hit this one high and over the goal and out. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey at respectgroupinc.com. As it's going to be a free kick here for United as FC Toronto got themselves a close chance. The substitution coming in here quickly for United as Matthew Daniels will return onto the field to play the striker. Could say he probably has had one of the best chances here of the game, has United. As he got onto a breakaway onto the ball, got around the keeper, couldn't find the open net. Comes Gill. Bissy. Still battling with it as Ubisi. Again, here's that value of that player where you just have that much pressure going on you. Okay, play it back to your keeper, reset, give yourself that little bit of time once again. I say it's just very mature gameplay. You don't normally see this in these boys at 13 level. It's something you normally start to see around the 16 to 18 age group. Classic under some pressure there from Daniels. Daniels putting his whole body on the line, trying to get to it. A nice block there from Joe Hall. And that's going to put Daniels, he turns and knows. He just knows that goalie's out of position. So he's going to try to first time and see if he can catch the goalie on his heels and put it on to goal, but he missed that opportunity. But I like that idea there from Daniels. A good stretch there from Joe Hall, able to get that ball back for his team in the first place. And succeeds once again, does Joe Hall. Joe Hall, Daniels, goal! And that's all it takes for Toronto United. One quick chance, Joe Hall pickpockets it again, and he's able to find Matthew Daniels. And Daniels places his team on the board with 5 minutes left to go here in this first half. And it's Toronto United FC 1, FC Toronto 0. And again, calm, composed. And I've been loving the play so far here from Daniels. And he's that first one to get on the score sheets with a nice near post finish past the sliding classic. And all of a sudden, this game has flipped off the script a little bit. And we'll see, can FC Toronto find themselves to get back to a tie game here before the end of this first half? They might get a chance here. And it's a perfect response from FC Toronto. A brilliant ball down the line from Dashkovsky. And just a small toe. That's all it would take. And it's Jacob Gill with the picture-perfect finish off the end of the toe into that bottom corner. Right 1 minute right after Toronto United score, Gill is able to respond right back for FC Toronto. As the referee looking to reset the play here. As players got to wait for his whistle to start the kickoff. We resume play. It's now 1-1 here in this boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup final as Toronto United FC and FC Toronto have traded goals. We're back to even square. Long ball up there for Daniels and a little bit of a shove by him. And Daniels trying to claim that was all shoulder, but the referee's going to disagree with him there. Long touch there, and Daniels trying to get onto that one with his teammate there in Joe Hall, but FC will be able to continue with it. Nice shift over there from Boja, and he's able to play that one aside. Tchaikovsky, I don't think he's gone off here in this whole first half. Captain here, the relentless force in this right back position. Take it away from Skowski, and that's Joe Hall once again putting it through, and he finds Daniels. Daniels with 4 red jerseys all around him. It's a bit of a swarm, but Daniels not giving up on it, is able to try to win it back momentarily, but finally FC Toronto will be able to come out with it. But again, both teams are holding their shape out fine right now, and like I said, what I'm looking for a little bit from FC Toronto, a little bit of movement here. Let's try something a little bit different as Toronto United and FC are set up in a nice zonal position to be ready for this attack. As that shot's going to go right into the waiting hands of Neshi. Daniels first time up, and he's going to send Joe Hall on a run. Joe Hall, he falls down. I'm not too sure if the player did touch it. No, he did not. Jamla did not touch the ball there, so the FC kick. As we get towards the final minute. Ontario Soccer is pleased to welcome Sport Check, Canada's largest sports retailer, as its official sporting goods retail partner. Both partners have the goal of inspiring adherence to the healthy, active lifestyles that make sport activity more fun, approachable, and inclusive. As we have a long ball up the field, cleared aside. With the best assortment of apparel and equipment and the very best athletic brands in the world, Sport Check strives to help athletes and enthusiasts of all ages succeed. Find what moves you at sportcheck.ca. Daniels, he wins it back for his team. Him and Joe Hall they've been a relentless force up top for United. I've loved the effort those two have been putting in. Good pressure coming in there for FC Toronto. Bajorquez can't keep that one in play as he tried to bring that one into towards the corner. There's a big turnover. Tees it up. What a save. Neshi getting up high to the right. Second effort blocked. Third effort. No. And it'll be a corner kick, as Tripchich was in the way to block both those opportunities for FC Toronto. The United defender holding in strong, but again, Neshi with a brilliant first save. And there's a nice move from Joe Hall. This is going to allow Daniels to break free. It's a 2-on-1 break for United. Good hustle, though, coming in from Grant. And it's going to be called for a free kick, though. And will the referee allow this free kick to take place? I believe so, and Daniels will go down. But great hustle coming in from Xavier Grant to get back into position. But it's going to be a foul getting called against Jomo. And it'll be a free kick here, last opportunity for Toronto United FC. Looks like they're going to tee it up here for Daniels, the goal scorer. Looks like there is the halftime whistle as they try to do a quick pass to avoid themselves on the wall. Didn't succeed. Well, what a crazy first half in this boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup final. But as we go in towards the break, it's FC Toronto 1, Toronto United FC 1. Don't go anywhere here, folks. Second half action coming up next.
It begins with a ball. 2 teams, 2 nets, that ball, and a love of everything between the lines. But the game is more. The game is you giving every last breath to finish the sprint. The game is that last ounce of strength that pours out of you as you stretch to save your team. The game is questioning yourself over and over again until you find a way forward. Your personal best today is your challenge for tomorrow. Giving everything now is only knowing how much further you can go. The laces we tighten are the ones that bind us together. Entering the huddle as a player and leaving as a team. Play because you love it. Inspire because it's in you. Unite because it's in us. Ontario Soccer.
We're here today at the community check-in with our partners from Sport Check and Respect in Sport, and having a great time with 35 kids from our community.
I'm just here to help out with the kids today while they were playing soccer during their boot camp and learning about everything they were learning about. a core value in sport, which is respect. Understanding respect with players that you're playing against, with your teammates, with your coaches, with the refs, and with the audience is extremely important.
Our part in it is the Respect in Sport program for parents.
The Respect in Sport parent program, it's a 60-minute program, costs $12. It's completed online, and it just brings you onto the same page about these issues so that you can contribute to a positive and safe experience for your kids and for the rest of the people alongside you.
Parents should attend the respectful play because they're involved in the games too. It's a big part of the game, and we need to respect everybody, especially the referees and everybody on the field.
If you take the courses, you start to understand that your words have an impact on the players especially.
I think all of these community events are just phenomenal opportunities for the children to become a little more acquainted with the true values that they need to have. And as a parent, I've also learned how to be more respectful with regards to other parents on the sidelines, referees, and as well as coaches.
Well, my favorite part of today was meeting Dwayne.
Dwayne, of course, is a legend of the Canadian game, and he had some great wisdom to impart on the young players.
Respect in sport is important because it teaches a lot of aspects of respect. Respect of time, respect of teammates, respect of community, respect for yourself, and respect for your surroundings. And I think sport is a great vehicle to teach respect at all aspects, all levels, and no one's ever too old to learn about respect.
Welcome back, folks, to the Ontario Soccer Centre for second half action and this boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup final. As the teams have switched sides, Toronto United FC, the green and black going from your left to your right on your screens at home. And in the all right, it'll be FC Toronto going from your right to the left, and a 1-1 scoreline. The very tight-knit affair where you have one team dominating possession, one team with tenacity and counterattack pressure. And that's what we're going to see here. At the start of the second half, and there's an early chance here, but Neshi does get low towards his left. Able to make an early save. That was the goal scorer there, Gil, trying to see if he can add to his tally. Gil trying to reach into that one. He won't be able to get to that. Gil passing off the shot. Big save for Neshi. Rebound can't put it home as Vaharkes was stopped in tight. Here comes Grant now. Grant splits his way through two players. Still hustling in, but Friedman is getting himself in the way, and that shut down that quick FC Toronto attack, but they're going to continue here with the passing. Thank you, John Terry, Soccer Partner Soccer Express for their first class support. As Canada's premier soccer apparel and dealer, Soccer Express is everything you need to take your game to the next level. Visit soccerx.com. Check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Arrow, and more. As FC continues with the ball here, as they're going to send a Branco Pavetta on a run back towards their keeper. That's classic. Probably no one else in this game is going to touch the ball more than that FC Toronto keeper. Tchaikovsky find his player and trying to cut in as Gill slides it through, but cleared off the line. It was Friedman. Check that out. Tripchich there. As Tripchich was able to clear that one away. Looked like Gil wanted to get that one over towards his favorite right foot there. Might have been able to poke it through on his left foot instead. Is that ball in towards Gil? Gil gets it towards that right, but he'll pass this one off for Grant. Blocked. Playing for a handball from the FC Toronto bench, but that will get ignored. As the play still continues here, as they're battling for that ball in the midfield, and FC will be able to try to come out with it as that ball hits off the back of Andrioli, as it's going to be a red ball, I believe, at the end of the day. No, says the referee, actually. But he was right there. He's got the better look. So it'll be United to resume play. A little bit of a push there onto Joe Hall. But play still continues here with Grant. And good block there from Camilla. kind of switch that all over the Tuscany. Wasn't on the same page there. That's going to allow United to put this one back into short and look to carry this one up here with Camilla. Joel. For Friedman. Friedman gets it knocked away from him. Play still resumes as Friedman is a little bit slow to get back onto his feet. And that's going to allow an odd man rush here for FC Toronto. And there's a slide there from Camilla. Able to make that block. And there's going to be a foul afterwards. And Dachowski's going to get called there for the foul afterwards. And I think what the referee's going to be explaining to the FC Toronto bench, yes, there's no slide, but it was nobody around him, not in a dangerous position. So that slide, I believe, was valid. That was what the referee is claiming there. This high pressure continuing here from FC Toronto, not letting United get out of the half. And again, another foul. And Andrioli again right into the face of the FC Toronto captain. And Dishkovsky's looks like he's going to have to get off field. That's his second consecutive foul in a few minutes. So he's going to go off here for 2 minutes as the FC Toronto captain. As they take a look towards the injured player, Daniels. So after we resume play, it'll be United up a man as we get ready to resume play here, hopefully with Daniels being all right. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are now premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to knpl.ca.
Yes! Your time starts from my whistle. I got it. Don't worry. I got 2 minutes.
So United ready to resume play here, but they're going to have to retake it as they didn't wait for the whistle. And it would be one extra player here on the field. There's that long ball left. Kuzik stumbles with it, but he's able to fall right on top of the ball. Johal was in there tight, ready to see if he can poke it home. Kuzik fortunately falls right back on the ball after he had a little bit of a stumble catching that high bouncing shot. Good foot there from Churchich, but not able to win the ball. Marco Pivetta. Grant. FC doing a great job killing the time of the clock. Being still on the aggressive. Marco Pivetta can't control that pass. And now United will be able to break free. There comes Johal. Johal going to try and see if he can utilize his speed by getting over this Chovanec. And Chovanec is able to clear it aside. And we'll see if United now is able to take advantage here of this man advantage. Churchich into the corner for Daniels, the goal scorer. Daniels under some pressure, does well. Able to get it off towards Serminski. Towards Johal now. Churchich gets round one. Trying to get his way through a second player. And now here comes FC the other way. There's the speed. And there again, the claims it for a slide. And it's going to be a goal kick now. FC Toronto trying to claim it's 2 minutes, but again, it's 2 minutes from when the whistle blew, not when he stepped off the field. And now finally, Dachowski will return himself back onto the field play. So both teams are at full strength after that 2-minute penalty. Here's Daniels, and just a nice sliding challenge there from Chovanec is able to clear it aside for a corner kick for United. Jelinek once again getting himself in the way again. He got himself that critical goal in the semifinal against the Brampton Elite to get them here towards this cup final. United defeated Dixie 4-0 with 2 goals in each half. And here comes Daniels. Daniels, good footwork. Daniels, classic. Strong arms, able to get up high quickly to block that one and keep it close to him to be able to retrieve the loose ball. Great goaltending, but again, great footwork from, if it's from Matthew Daniels, but he's got to be calling Matty Daniels right here. He's got some great skill on those. Joe Hall going toe to toe, and Joe Hall looks like he's going to get called. Had a bit of the arm, says the referee, and he's getting told by the referee, don't argue. And Daniels is telling him, calm down, don't worry. And it will be FC Toronto kick. Just 16 minutes remaining here on a tie game here in this Boys Under 13 Ontario Cup final. As FC Toronto will be making a couple of switches and trying to be a bit of a nuisance, knowing you have a free kick taker with such a hard, powerful shot. If you screen the goalie, you might be able to sneak one through, but there's Serminski able to block that one. Long boot up, no green jersey there, and this is going to allow a lot of free time for the keeper to go over and get it. As the Bank of Soccer with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We are thrilled to welcome BMO as the new lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment initiatives, including the new Grow the Game, Grow the Good community engagement program targeting more than 100,000 girls and women. Pass for Daniels is a little bit soft, and it's going to allow FC to retain the ball in front of goal. But good job there from Camilla, but Serminski hits it off his own player. That allows that ball to get loose. Now she's trying to find it, but finally Boja is able to find it under his feet, and he's able to clear it aside to withstand that FC attack. Serminski once again getting himself in the way. As the tall defenders, here he is with the ball as he hits it off for the FC player. What's his team? They kick in. Mania, good composure. Gets around one defender, finds Joe trying to send her back for Daniels, but there is an FC Toronto player able to block it on the last possible opportunity. And if I'm Joe Hall, I would have been shooting that one all day. I'm surprised he went for the pass there, considering he had that free look onto goal. But try to see if he can get that guaranteed touch. Knowing Daniels is so composed in front of goal, see if he can tap it home. But he had 2 red jerseys around him. And a nice key block coming in from the FC Toronto players. Ball down line too far ahead to get on towards the player. That was a Silvera who made the key block there. He'll come off the field for a substitution. Just a reminder, if the game does remain tied after 50 minutes, we're going to go straight towards kicks from the penalty spot. And in that moment, anything could happen there. Mia. He's going to look to go on one of the runs again, but this time he couldn't find Daniels. But Daniels is going to hustle, try to win it right back, and they do succeed. Here's Daniels. Hello, man. He's just a nuisance up there. And finally, here comes FC with it. 3 players moving forward. They got 1 player sneaking in behind him, Malcolm. They're not able to find him as it'll be Wells looking to retreat him back towards his defense. Good switch. Or FC lots of speed. all the real estate here to fire for a shot for Jumbo, and he can't get it onto goal. And United will be making some changes themselves here at this moment. Reminder, following this match will be the girls under 18 Ontario Indoor Cup final. I believe it's Arab Mills and London Alliance, so make sure you stay tuned in for that one. As it's going to be a high foot getting called against the FC Toronto player. As Camilla is asking for someone to make a run in towards him, and he'll be able to pass this one into Rivo. Joel. He's got to run towards his left, and he's going to play it towards him, but just getting there in time as Wells. And Wells stretches just enough to get that ball out and clear before Friedman can finish on to his run. Friedman, Daniels, trying to return to Friedman, intercepted. Bajorquez now the other way. Good hustle, though, from Friedman, able to get in front of the FC Toronto attacker, and he wins it back for United. There's Joho. Joho gets through one player. Nice spin move from Joho. Now able to settle it for Rivo. Rivo from distance, right into the waiting hands of Classic, who makes the save. Seeing a little bit less here in the first half. You saw a lot of FC Toronto slightly play down. You're seeing a lot less of that here in this second half, as they've picked up the tempo a little bit more here. Taking a few seconds here is FC's. They're making some changes as they get ready for this corner. Blocked there by Friedman. Second opportunity coming in here. Quick first left-footed shot. Won't trouble the goalkeeper Neshi much there for Chovanik. There's a long ball up at Johal. He's behind the defender. And let's see if he can continue to put some work in with the ball. Johal. Daniels. Looking for some help here. Finds it in Friedman. Friedman trying to pass it back for Daniels. He gets to take it away, and here comes a chance here for FC. Daniels, again, the striker getting himself back into a defensive position, able to win this one back for his team. As Johal, that's a sliding challenge. And that might be 2 minutes there for Jambo. We're going to have to see here. Yes, I agree. It's going to be 2 minutes there. That was a sliding challenge there onto the player. And down a player once again will be FC Toronto with just under 9 minutes remaining. And can United make this power play effective? 0 for 1 so far. A great pass in. Daniels, and for Joel, he can't find it. Good job there from Wells, just getting himself in the way just in time as Johal was in close. There's a high drop kick up the field for Grant. Grant has time to settle it. Long ball up the field toward Grant. That looks like it's going to be too far away from him, and it will be kicking right by the corner instead. Looked like it was a goal kick here, but it's in the corner. But they'll return the play here with Camilla. United going to try and see if they can utilize this extra player now. Great composure from the defender again. Finds Daniels. He's got an overlap run. Will find it. Returns it. Daniels. Can't find anything. Hits a water bottle instead. Corner kick getting called here. And much to the shock of the FC Toronto players, they didn't see it there. And here comes a shot. Classic will deflect that one high. Good save once again from the FC Toronto keeper, as it was James Friedman trying to strike it from range. Blocked there from Tripchich. And the ball's going to remain in play here for Grant. And smart play there from Grant, waiting for that ball to just go out of play. Noticing, okay, we are down a player here, don't need to rush it. And that was enough time there to kill off the remainder of the power play. And both teams are back to full strength with over 6 minutes remaining. Jama just comes back to the field after the yellow. Wants to see if he can get his team up ahead. Going to work here with Bajorquez. Nice pass. Bajorquez. Good spin. Finds a man. It's well put it through the legs of the keeper. And quick one-touch passing coming in from FC Toronto. And that will lead them to a huge go-ahead goal. And it's Xavier Grant with the final touch, putting it by the sliding Neshi. And it's now FC Toronto 2, Toronto United FC 1. On a brilliant individual passing display coming from Bajorquez to set up Grant on a tap-in finish. Sometimes it's not about the power, it's about the placement. Comes Daniels trying to do it himself. Here is Daniels. He gets across. And Friedman, though, can't control it. I couldn't even believe Daniels got that cross in through. Ray Housen coming in again from an eliminated player. Soon, another deserving team will engrave their name onto a petition and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Others, the award store. For more than 50 years, Others, the award store has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program and concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at others.com. FC Toronto recognizing, okay, we got the time. Let's time waste here. So United's going to have to try and see if they can find themselves another gear here. Pick it up. There's a long ball up, trying to flick. Now it's going to be goal kick there. As Clark was trying to claim that it hit off of an LPA last minute. It looks like it hit nobody and over for goal kick instead, which United will return back in. Joe Hall down the line. That one won't stay in. Long ball at the field again as Friedman gets to it first. And this ball will find its way into Daniels. Daniels was in behind everybody. Good return there from Ubisi, able to get back into position and block that chance. United got to be sending everybody forward here on these chances. As here comes across that, gets deflected aside. So a chance the other side now here for United. And they're going to play back towards Tripchich. Friedman. Up to the corner. Tamiya on the cross. Good hands. Bratson. Tripchich trying to hold on to it. And he is going to end up being a corner kick instead. As the Diamond players and FC Toronto coaches have just enraged here, feeling that was a sliding challenge. They get a corner kick instead. We probably want to just play short and kill some time off the clock. So there's a low drive. Somehow went through a couple players' legs. But out the other side. Good ball there from Ubisi. But from Boza, Church trying to find Camilla. Able to get it towards him, but he's still under pressure. So Church tries to force it up through the field. A little bit of collision between a couple of players. But play still continues here with United trying to go forward. Camilla up for Daniels. Daniels still fighting for that ball. And Karasik will wait for it to get towards his goal area before picking that ball up. There's a drop kick. That hits right off of the leg of Daniels. Daniels gets shoved aside here. United bench outraged there. They felt like they should have got a foul there. That's going to be a goal kick instead. And Karasik is going to leave it for his defender with a big boot. Tchaikovsky to be able to move up the field. And there it is. Minute left to go here. This boys under 13 onto the Cup final. Probably a little bit of additional time, I imagine. But it is FC Toronto 2, Toronto United FC 1. Church trying to take it off the middle himself. And Neshi's going to come over. He's going to have to take it, the goalkeeper. And here it comes up the field. It's going to be kept in here. Daniels gets to it. And he passes that one. I'm trying to find the me against clear side. It's going to be enough chance here for United. But there goes the final whistle. And your boys under 13 Ontario Indoor Cup champions are FC Toronto with a 2-1 victory over Toronto United FC. I'd like to give again congratulations to FC Toronto and as well to Toronto United FC for making the long journey getting here towards this cup final. As well as we thank our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, DFO, CPL, and BMO, our community partners, Sport Check Ontario, as well as Sport Respected Sport, CyberX, and others at the award store. Don't go anywhere, folks. We have the under 18 Ontario Indoor Cup finals coming up next. As we'll be starting with the girls under 18 finals. So don't go anywhere, folks. That match is coming up next. So until next time, folks, we'll see you guys soon.